go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
Hey y'all, I know it's been a while since my last video, well, my first video, but I kind of had some things going on. I decided to quit my job shortly after I did my first video because it was just draining me mentally and emotionally. It took about an hour to get to my job each day with traffic, and by the time I got there, I was just ready to scream because I hated it just that much. I worked at a restaurant, and you think like, hey, that's a simple job. And to a lot of people who's never done it, it is a simple job. And in a lot of ways, it is a simple job. I mean, it really is. There, you know, and it's not hard labor or anything, but. And a lot of people will probably say, well, it was dealing with the guests. But actually, no, it wasn't dealing with the guests. It was more like dealing with management because I would come to work each day and have my intelligence insulted. And I had been with this company for over a year, so I felt like I had already proven myself to them. You know, I watched so many people come and go while I stayed, you know, and I just feel like I never got any recognition for that. You don't get bonuses as a server, but you could, you know, get a little, some type of incentive to say, hey, we've noticed what you're doing a good job. I never really got anything of the sort. And I was still seeing people who started after me get these things. And so it just got really frustrating. And finally I was like, hey, I can't do this anymore. So I'm going to quit. And I'm going to quit now while I have a calm mind as opposed to when I just snap and go off on y'all and get to throwing dishes and all of this. So I went on ahead and just left. So after I did that, I was kind of lost for a little while and just trying to figure out what I was going to do. I'm like, okay, school's about to start for both me and my kids. And, you know, I still have to pay for all the magazine bills and utilities, all that type of stuff. So I was just kind of lost. But at the same time, I did not really regret my decision because I felt that I made a good decision. And I guess you could say I decided to just step out on faith. And I was actually surprised because with making a decision, like, I felt such relief being, you know, like it was a weight being lifted off my shoulders, not having to go there and deal with those things anymore. And then I also realized that I have a pretty good support system, and I had not realized that I had that before. You know, my family pitched in and helped with my kids' uniforms and so on, and, you know, school supplies. And just, they were understanding. I can't thank my mama enough. I wish some kind of way, you know, I could just, she probably won't see this, but, you know, it's just, she helped me tremendously. And a lot of people may know mom really is not very supportive of me going back to school. You know, she much rather I get a job, a regular job, and let it be. But for the way that she helped me, you know, the list that she's gone through, I just really appreciate that. And I just can't stress enough how important it is to have a good support system, especially as an entrepreneur. And that's a big thing in itself right there, because my family isn't so into me being an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to like, why don't you be a nurse or a doctor or a teacher? You know, something whereas you're going to have a steady job. And I don't want that. I'm just like, I'd much rather work for myself. And it's been a bit of a sacrifice. But, you know, they say you have to live like this so that you can one day live like this. So that's what I've been trying to do for the past few years. And it's been a bit of a struggle, but, you know, they say a part of it is in the journey, however that little phrase goes. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll see success soon. And I can tell y'all, hey, you know, as hard as it was to get here, I enjoyed all of it. This is my senior year of school, so I'm really excited about that. Unfortunately, my tuition plus my out-of-state fees were increased, so I ended up not having enough to pay for tuition, and that has been like my big thing to work on right now. Just like, hey, how am I going to get this done? Because even with the deferred payment, now how am I going to pay for books? So, like, a lot of my classmates have been, like, telling me different things, making suggestions. A lot of my friends as well who have already completed, you know, undergrad and all of that. So, I'm just working on trying to get everything done. But, as I was saying before, you know, when you step out on faith and know that something is going to happen, because for a minute I was kind of like, oh, God, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. I think a big part of deciding, hey, you do know what you're going to do. You know what you have to do. Once I got into that mind frame, then things began to happen, you know. And it's really been amazing because, like, I have to pay a car note each week with the type of car that I have. I have to pay, you know, I have bills and so on to pay. And by the grace of God, we have made it. And it's been 3 weeks, almost a month now. Come the 31st again. And so today is now August the 22nd. So, like, hey, we've made it this far without me having a job. But I am working on getting a job, and I think I have something lined up. I'm just waiting on everything to kick off. But I just want you all to know how important it is to, you know, think positive and know that you know it's within you to get this done. Whatever the case, whatever it may be, you already have that in you, you know. Don't doubt yourself, because there's already going to be enough people there doubting you. So once you make it up in your mind, like, hey, I'm going to do this, then I think you'll do it. And as you all can see, I have on my Nike Just Do It shirt, you know, just because this shirt really motivates me. I think things happen, and it's green, the color of money, and I do love money. But I do love people, and I do love my kids and family and friends, even more than I love money, but money is always nice. So, I just wanted to share what's been going on with you y'all. And I'm trying to think, was there anything else I need to tell you all? No. Other than to check out the latest issue of SwagHer magazine. I don't know if you all checked out our August issue, which features the Vice President of Sales for Style Hall, which is a fashion network on YouTube. And her name is Pauline Malcolm. And I asked you all to check it out because she really inspired me. She had an amazing story. And just, as I said, like, my family isn't so much into, oh, go to school, blah, blah, blah. And she was just, like, stressing to me the importance of internships and networking and so on. And that, you know, a lot of things that she said, they helped me when I made my decision. She was a marketing major as well. And I am a mass comm a mass comm major with a focus in PR, as well as a marketing major. So, just, you know, seeing her success and knowing that, hey, I can't get somewhere with sales if I choose to do it correctly and, you know, work in the right area of sales, then, hey, I can really go as far as she did. So, I think that is all for this week. Hopefully I can start doing this more regularly. I've just been really busy. I've been on the road back and forth from Mississippi for like the past 2 weeks. So now school has started. That's going to slow down a little bit. But I also don't like really recording when the kids are at home and everything. So I look forward to seeing you all. I hope you all like my video. I hope I inspired someone. And again, I ask you all to check us out at SwagHer.net. That's SwagHer.net. Or you can follow me on Twitter at FancySwagHer. And we also have our SwagHer Magazine Twitter, which is at SwagHer Magazine. And then we also have our Facebook page. And if you happen to see this and you'd like to friend me on Facebook, then I am Francesca Fancy Swagger Felder. So, thank y'all, and I actually hope y'all have a good weekend.
Go